Oak Island, a name that echoes with mystery and intrigue. For centuries, it has guarded its secrets fiercely. Legends speak of buried treasure, ancient artifacts and untold riches. But the island doesn't give up its prizes easily. Lagina. I've always been drawn to this place. Since I was a boy, the stories of Oak Island captivated me. The thought of solving a centuries-old mystery was irresistible. But it wasn't until 2012 that my brother Marty and I finally had the chance to pursue our dream. We were ready to unravel the enigma that had baffled so many before us. The island itself is unassuming at first glance, just a small patch of land off the coast of Nova Scotia. But beneath its surface lies a labyrinth of tunnels, flood traps and hidden chambers, each one a piece of a puzzle that has confounded treasure hunters for generations. Lagina. As we prepared for our journey, we couldn't shake the feeling that we were being watched. We knew we were stepping into a world where fact and legend blur. Our arrival on Oak Island was a moment I'll never forget. The salty air, the crunch of gravel beneath our feet, and the weight of centuries of mystery pressing down on us. We knew we weren't just treasure hunters, we were stepping into the footsteps of countless others who had come before. Lagina. From the moment we set foot on the island, we felt a change in the air. It was as if the very ground beneath us was alive with possibility. Every tree, every rock, every patch of soil could be hiding the key to unlocking the island's secrets. Lagina. But we also knew the risks. Oak Island has a reputation for being unforgiving. Many have invested their fortunes and their lives in the search for its treasures. Little did we know just how much that resolve would be tested in the days to come. First came the historians, men and women who could sift through centuries of documents, separating fact from fiction. Next, we brought in geologists and engineers. Their expertise would be crucial in navigating the island's treacherous underground network. Lagina, we recruited archaeologists, metal detection experts, and even diving specialists. Each member of our team brought a piece of the puzzle. Together, we hoped to create a complete picture of Oak Island's secrets. As our team came together, I could feel the energy building. Our first day of actual exploration was filled with a mix of excitement and trepidation. As we gathered our equipment and prepared to begin, the weight of history bore down on us. Lagina. How many others had stood where we stood, filled with hope and determination? We were determined to succeed where others had failed. We started with a thorough survey of the island. Every inch of ground was precious, potentially holding clues to the greater mystery. Archaeologists, our metal detectors hummed with anticipation, ready to sing out at the slightest hint of buried treasure. Lagina, as we worked, the island seemed to come alive around us. Every rustle in the bushes, every cry of a seabird overhead felt significant. And then, as the sun began to dip towards the horizon, we had our first breakthrough. A small, corroded piece of metal, barely the size of a coin. Lagina. As we carefully unearthed our first discovery, we knew that this was just the beginning. The island had given us a taste of its secrets, and we were hungry for more. With each passing day, our understanding of Oak Island's mysteries deepened. Every artifact we uncovered, every anomaly we detected, added another piece to the puzzle. Lagina. We found coins dating back centuries, fragments of pottery that spoke of long-lost civilizations, and strange markings that defied easy explanation. Each discovery only fueled our determination to press on. Archaeologist. One of our most intriguing finds came in the form of a small carved stone. At first glance, it seemed unremarkable. But upon closer inspection, we noticed strange symbols etched into its surface. Our historians pored over ancient texts, trying to decipher the markings. Could this be a clue left behind by the original depositors of the treasure? The possibilities were endless. As we delved deeper into the island's secrets, we began to uncover evidence of sophisticated engineering. Lagina. With each new discovery, we felt ourselves getting closer to the heart of the mystery. The island guarded its secrets jealously, revealing them only in tantalizing glimpses. Just as we felt we were making real progress, nature decided to remind us who was really in control. A storm swept in from the Atlantic, lashing the island with wind and rain. Lagina, our carefully excavated sites filled with water, threatening to wash away weeks of hard work. We raced against time, struggling to protect our discoveries from the elements. Engineer? The storm raged for days, confining us to our base camp. We huddled around maps and charts, planning our next moves. It was as if Oak Island itself was testing our resolve, seeing if we were worthy of its secrets. When the storm finally passed, we emerged to find the landscape transformed. Trees had been uprooted, revealing previously hidden areas of the island. Lagina. In one such area, we made a startling discovery, a sinkhole that hadn't been there before. Despite the setbacks caused by the storm, our spirits remained high. We had weathered nature's fury and come out stronger for it. As our investigation deepened, we couldn't ignore the dark whispers that had always surrounded Oak Island. The legend of the curse, that 7 must die before the treasure can be found, hung over us like a shadow. Lagina. We had always approached it with skepticism, but the more time we spent on the island, the harder it became to dismiss. Strange accidents began to plague our team. Equipment malfunctioned for no apparent reason. Team members reported odd sensations, feelings of being watched. One night, as I walked alone near the money pit area, I heard what sounded like whispered voices on the wind. When I turned to look, there was no one there. Lagina. We found ourselves discussing the curse more and more. Some team members were visibly shaken, while others became even more determined to prove it wrong. Despite the growing unease, we pressed on. We had come too far to turn back now. Every discovery felt like a test, every setback a warning. In the face of the island's challenges, we turned to technology to aid our search. Ground-penetrating radar allowed us to see beneath the surface without disturbing the soil. Advanced metal detectors helped us pinpoint potential artifacts with unprecedented accuracy. We even employed underwater drones to explore the flooded tunnels that honeycomb the island. Lagina. One of our most exciting technological breakthroughs came with the use of LIDAR mapping. This laser-based system allowed us to create a detailed 3-dimensional map of the entire island, revealing subtle terrain features that had gone unnoticed for centuries. Engineer, our use of technology didn't stop at exploration. We employed cutting-edge analysis techniques to examine our finds. X-ray fluorescence allowed us to determine the composition of metal objects without damaging them. Carbon dating gave us precise timelines for organic materials. But even as we celebrated our technological triumphs, we remained aware of their limitations. As we balanced our high-tech tools with good old-fashioned gut instinct, we felt we were getting closer to the truth than ever before. It was a day like any other when we made the breakthrough we'd been hoping for. We were exploring a previously overlooked area of the island when our equipment detected an anomaly. Lagina. As we began to dig, the excitement in the air was palpable. Every shovelful of earth brought us closer to something. Lagina, and then we hit it. A solid surface, buried deep underground. As we carefully cleared away the surrounding soil, we realized we were looking at a man-made structure. It was a chamber, sealed for who knows how long. Our hearts raced as we considered the possibilities. Could this be the legendary treasure vault of Oak Island? Archaeologists? With painstaking care, we began the process of opening the chamber. Every precaution was taken to preserve whatever might be inside. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, we were ready to enter the chamber. As the first beam of light penetrated the darkness, we held our breath. What secrets would Oak Island finally reveal to us? As we peered into the chamber, our flashlights illuminating its contents for the first time in centuries, we were struck by a profound sense of awe. The room was small, but packed with potential. Wooden crates lined the walls, their contents hidden from view. In the center stood a stone pedestal, bearing what appeared to be an ancient manuscript, Gina. With trembling hands, we began to document our find. Each item was carefully photographed and catalogued before being removed for further study. The manuscript, written in a language none of us recognized, was our most tantalizing discovery, Marty Lagina. As news of our discovery spread, the world's attention turned to Oak Island once again. Experts from around the globe offered their assistance in analysing our finds. But even as we celebrated this monumental discovery, we knew our work was far from over. The chamber was just one piece of a much larger puzzle. The adventure wasn't ending, it was just beginning.